Hello, everybody. This is Stephen Tyrone Cup reporting for my TBC broadcast, number 431. It's a pleasure to be with you all. Y'all know that I'm a half an hour later because I made notice. I sent people notices that I'll be a half an hour later today. And as I pointed out to y'all some time ago, doing these, which is now summertime in our part of the United States, is that I will be, doing different chores, different things outside or whatever I'm doing. um, I may be later than usual sometimes. So I'll try to give y'all notice, heads up notice if I'm running late or anything, or if I'm having some technical problems, okay? As a courtesy, okay? First, I'd like to thank my lovely wife, my wonderful person that I love so dear to my heart. Um, Merlene, dear, you're wonderful. No, nothing is going to change about that. And I thank you so much for being so wonderful, being there for me, always being there for my live broadcast, as well as the two little ones, Kayla and Caitlin, as well as all the family and friends that's watching. Okay, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Now, let's people that may be in our chat, which I know I have a few, and that is people from, I think, Cleopatra from the Philippines, and Musa, thank you so much for being here. And I see Simone just came in, as well as Mr. Shohat, and people from the Bangladesh community that always are here, always. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, now, what we're going to do, like we traditionally do, we're going to go to our blog now before we go to our subject matter of today. Let's see, so I'm going to now share my screen. Um, okay, hold on. All right. And okay, hold on a minute. Hold on, let's do this again. Let's do this again. I don't know if it actually worked. Okay, now we should be good. Okay. I watched this one early this morning when I woke up. I see that Mr. Pritam Kumar out of India had a lady there who purchased a smart TV for 30% Kringles which is TBC, and 70% cash of their fiat currency cash in India, which shows that this is still happening. That people certain countries are using TBC for a purchase of some items of some type. So I think this is the first time I've seen a TV. I could be wrong, but this is great. Kumar worked with a young lady to actually she can purchase this TV for 30% TBC and 70% of their cash in India. Excellent. That is excellent. And here's another one showing that another little motor two-wheeler vehicle Honda Splendor 150cc was 20% Kringles and 80% cash. Wonderful, wonderful one. A lot of these have been sold for that in the country of India. These are all my brothers and in the country of India. This is a juicer that's also sold this is sold by part TBC and part their cash. Excellent, excellent. Wow, wow. It's another item also sold with part TBC, part cash in the country of India. This one was sold with 50% Kringles and 50% cash, a 50-50 split. Wow. This looked like yes, there's a cell phone. A cell phone, actually. A cell phone sold. Well, let's see. 20% Kringles and 80% cash in their quick mall. Oh my God, this is wonderful. Wonderful. Things are moving and shaking in India, folks. This is great. Okay. Here's another you know, Honda Activa 5G model sold, and 20% crinkles and 80% cash in their quick mall. I'm telling you, if Pratam Kumar is not moving people in this TBC and India, congratulations and all the brothers and sisters in TBC. Excellent job. He says, admin is proud to share these achievements of Pratam Kumar. Keep it up. He's doing a wonderful job of getting the merchants involved and people involved into using TBC as part of currency along with their cash. Excellent job. Excellent. Was this is by Bex and Key Bio talking about trolls on Facebook. And I'm gonna tell you something, folks, it still exists. It doesn't almost be a day before I'm seeing someone talking about an exchanger for TBC and all this crap. And I just can't resist. I just got to put in the comments. There will never be a TBC exchanger. There's no TBC exchanger, and there never will be, because we're not a market-based coins. Only market-based coins use an exchange like Binance. Okay, Binance is a popular exchange company for market-based coins. TBC is not a market-based coins. And I'm gonna tell you and get this announcement. In case y'all haven't noticed, y'all TBC wallet, I just had a friend of mine who lives in the United States just messaged me and said that TBC, and I checked my wallet and I had a major increase. TBC they jumped. This is the first time I ever seen gold jump. Okay, and also we have an influx. It's showing that we have an influx in people growing, so our coin is growing. It went from maybe 8.5 or 8.6 to $9.1 million per coin right now. Congratulations to TBC. Our coin has went from literally 8.5, 8.6. I had just checked it last week, about one day earlier this week, matter of fact. And it went from 8.5 to 8.6 to $9.1 million per coin. I can't even tell you what that did to my wallet. And I imagine it did a lot of things for a lot of people's wallets. I'm going to check my my sweetheart's Merlene's wallet, because I know she had a major increase too. Okay, you know, we all got increased when we switched over from euros to grains of gold. We had like a 2.2 something, a 2.5 maybe percent increase in our wallets. But when I see this here, I know the Key and Bex are on point here, because there's so many trolls on Facebook. People, don't market on Facebook. If you're going to use Facebook to any degree, use the messenger. If you're trying to get one of your friends on Facebook to get them involved in TBC, that's the only extent that admin and our whole system, as far as our Kringle Cash and everything, ever deal with, is through Facebook Messenger. That is it. Please don't market on Facebook, because you're just subject to trolls attacking you. Okay. All righty. Let's see here. Bitcoin bounties can cover your monthly bills. It surely can cover for a lot of people monthly bills, particularly those third world countries. Oh my God, can it? You know, you may think $11 a month, you know, from people you bring in TBC is not a lot, but when it adds up, when you start bringing in a lot like Ace and Victor and a few other people doing, oh yes, it can add up to a whole lot. Okay, and that's whether you win the Bitcoin contest or not. You see? Okay, that was Bex talking about Facebook trolls, and this is Key, her husband, talking about you know, Bitcoin bounties. Okay, so it says, so it begins. Marshall Islands shuns USD, goes full crypto with national cryptocurrency. Let's click on this one, this article here a minute. Okay, great. It says, and this is a website that cryptocurrency website that I go over on a daily basis. I get notifications from them all the time, and it reads as, let me see. It reads as Marshall Islands shuns USD, goes full crypto with national cryptocurrency. The Marshall Islands is pressing ahead with its sovereign cryptocurrency. The Marshall Islands announced that it will be launching an independently monitored cryptocurrency system for use across the country. The fiat-based cryptocurrency will be governed by consensus, as well as a board of 7 people, there of whom will be elected by the other 4 who have chosen. Okay, great job. Great job. All right. Let me see what it's saying here. It says, according to a press release, the SOV Development Fund would establish this new fiat cryptocurrency. The fund's mandate is to support the government in the establishment, maintenance, and implementation of the SOV, the Marshall Islands digital legal tender. The way society lives today, the implementation of a fiat token from the central bank could eliminate the need for cash in a matter of months. It would not, it said, would have a net negative effect on the banking industry. People could reliably store their fiat tokens for their own person. So it said instead of carrying $70, someone might now take around 700 or 7,000. Any cryptocurrency reduces the urge to use a banking solution. If the government issued one, this impact would be magnified. Many banks could probably survive. They would move to the new system too, after all. For some customers, banks would take a new meaning, being the only place to move money in the strange new system reliably. And it just goes on here. So that's interesting, showing that some countries are moving towards cryptocurrency. See, cryptocurrency is not stopping, folks. It's sending messages across the world and governments that we're here to stay. You might as well accept us and adopt us in your system. That's what it's trying to send a message. Okay. Trying to send a message. Okay, this was my, it says, are you blocking your blessings with a rigid mindset? And I was just talking about that, and I was talking a few other things. Thank you, Admin, for having my 430th live broadcast in the blog yesterday. And I went over this one yesterday, okay? Okay, Bitcoin bounties are just like potato chips. I read that to y'all yesterday. And I believe this one is Randy's, I think. Yeah, I saw this. This was his yesterday. TBC is the solution to the gross inequality found within the current corrupted financial system. He talked about that yesterday. And this says admin pays members live on broadcast. This was Christina, I believe, yesterday. I believe we went over this. Okay, that's pretty much it for that. Now, folks, you know, let me come out of this screen share for a minute. Folks, let me put it to you this way. Let me put it to you this way. You know, the pretty much gist of this broadcast is pretty much titled like this. Are you limiting yourself? Limiting yourself. Are you limiting yourself as far as in your life? And are you limiting yourself here as you go through your TBC journey? Because see, let me explain something to you folks. It is so wrong how so many people have been beat down to the point where their poverty exists as it is today. The elite system wasn't meant to work for humanity, nor is it actually working at all as we know it. We find ourselves, when we come against something of magnitude, we tend to, get a little tightened up and can't move forward. When in reality, that's the time where you should attack it and move forward. So we have this thing called what? The billion coin, right? And no matter what admin throw at us, some of us have to question it, thus limiting yourself moving forward, thus limiting yourself being profitable here in TBC, thus limiting yourself achieving the mission that's set forth to end global poverty. It was a Facebook post talking about a TBC changer, like I talked about a few minutes ago, and I put in there there's no TBC as changer, no, there never will be, and I can assure you of that, folks. Not everybody can assure you that in TBC. People like Mbe and myself and Randy, we are sure of that. I can tell you this, folks. It will not happen. We are an abundance-based cryptocurrency. But it was somebody in there and I think me and Simone both, and Simone, you may call this yesterday. Simone is in the actual chat area. And this person was questioning about a promo. If you buy $100 worth of TBC, you get one coin. Number one, when I saw that, I said, oh my God, they are so behind. When a person asks about something like that, the first thing I say to myself, do they ever read the blog? And then this person had to come back and say, and I think both myself and Simone was writing back comments, and the person said they searched all over the Crypto Cash back office and could not find it. I said, no, you didn't. To myself, the first thing I said, no, you didn't, because you would have found your answer. Let me tell y'all something, folks. This is how a person limit themselves. See, I'm going to tell you, limit yourself when you're not being obedient and actually at least reading the blog on a daily basis. If you just read the blog on a daily basis, you will be kept up on all the current events in TBC. And I'm sure everyone here in the chat can agree with me on that. There are just two areas that you can be sure of anything that's going on TBC. Your Cast back office, of course, and the blog. See, if you're not, folks, you're limiting yourself. If you get, and then the person said, I got a new person, and people are getting frustrated because they're not guided the right way. You're not being obedient. You're limiting yourself here in the Billion Coin. If you're questioning certain things, you can't find this, you can't find that. And if I show you exactly, see, this is what I'm not going to do. This is what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to hold you by your hand We are adults, people. Come on, it's time to grow up. It's time to grow up. You're an adult here in TBC. Act like an adult. If a little child said that to me, I could perfectly understand it. You can't count on them going to read the blog every day. Some of them can't even read like that, understand the terminology that's in the blog. But for a grown person to say that, it just blows my mind how people limit and make excuses by they're limiting yourself. Don't you know God didn't put us on earth to be wanting for nothing? It shouldn't be, nobody should be poor, broke, disgusted, in poverty. None of that stuff does this. All that stuff is artificial. It's artificial. My goodness, if you read the Holy Bible, you will find it in there. You're not supposed to be poor. You're supposed to live life what? What does it say in the Holy Bible? Live life abundantly. And what do we talk about in TBC? Living abundantly. Everybody should have abundance. You shouldn't be limiting yourself. You shouldn't limit yourself and nothing in TBC. Surely not knowledge, because the knowledge is right there in the blog. You get all the knowledge you want right in the blog. See, you can't blame people limiting you. Don't point the blame. The blame is you point it to yourself because you are limiting yourself. Limiting yourself. Limit. You're limiting yourself if you don't do the necessary things as subscribed in the blog. But you know one thing, when you think about this is nothing new, is it? Some of the same people who says these things, they can't find this, they can't do this, I can't make any money, I can't do this. All that's happening is they've been saying it all along. You got in TBC for the wrong reasons. You thought you made an investment. You thought that maybe it was, just watch it grow. You're not participating in growing the community. Don't care. Maybe TBC is not for you. So what I'm saying to you is here, why limit yourself here in the Billion Coin? That's what I'm talking about today. Why limit? Why you placing these big, just become limitless and control it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying just do anything you want. I'm just saying become limitless in terms of the needs and wants that you need for you and your family. We got a lot of people out there who need us, folks. There's a lot of poor people out there. There's a lot of people can't eat or drink or find medicine. Until now, I don't believe, Randy said it, I believe yesterday, I don't recall anybody ever coming up with, now there have been some attempts to help humanity. Yes, it has been. In certain parts of the world, it has been. We need something that's going to last and last and last until it happens, until we achieve our objective of getting rid of poverty worldwide. And see, admin says, okay, we'll get to 1 billion members. So we have, if it's 7.5 or so billion people on earth, and we're 1 billion of them, don't you think we can have an impact? Sure we can. Because everybody in the world is not poor and in poverty. We just got a lot of it. So, folks, stop limiting yourself. Stop limiting yourself in your life, period. Live life like God wants us to live, to flourish, to be healthy. See, I talked a long time ago, I said you have to have health before wealth. I talked about that many times, many broadcasts ago. See, you have to understand you're not on this earth to put the brakes on everything you do. Stop everything you start. If you start some of worth, complete your task, complete the goal you're trying to achieve. And here in TBC, we just trying to complete the goal of getting to 1 billion members so we can achieve our mission of getting rid of poverty worldwide. It's so, when you listen at just what I just stated, doesn't it sound so easy? But we realize 1 billion people, it takes some effort, it's some things, complexities and some things that may go on in achieving that many people. Sure, we see it, but we can do this. So let us do this. Okay? Anyone got any questions about anything I'm talking about today? Thank you for my people in the Philippines showing up. Thank you, Christina, for showing up to my live broadcast. Thank you. Do you see people like Christina or Simone or Musa? Do you see any of those people? You see people like Brother Noli. They're not limiting themselves. They're finding ways to get the word out because they understand in their country what exists in terms of poverty. And their country is just one where there's a lot of poverty. There's much poverty all over parts of Africa, the continent of Africa, and nearly in every country it exists. Out of all those countries in Africa, there's poverty in every one of them. You probably say, is there any poverty in the United States? Sure it is. Maybe not as much as it is over there or over in the Philippines and other parts of Asia. But as poverty exists here. It shouldn't be a country that's wealthy as the United States, a country that's wealthy as Russia. There shouldn't be any poverty. The elite system wasn't meant to help mankind. It was meant to help themselves. And they camouflage it. They think that you're supposed to help the people that's in need. And you never see that expression we have, you never see yourself above the 8 ball, as we say in the United States. I mean, you never can see yourself ahead. It's just a smoke screen, as we say. It's not even real. It's artificial, what they try to present to people. They try to get them out of poverty. It's never meant to help. If it haven't helped for all these decades, do you think it's going to help now? No, because it wasn't never meant to. That's why Admin said in the very first blog post, why is it that 1% controls 99% of all the wealth in around the world? Why is that? That is so off. Why is just 1% of 99% of the wealth controlled by that 1%? That is so unequal. You got the elite here and we are down here. We need as many people of that 1% as possible to get up there. People like Randy, myself, and a few people that's in TBC. See, we know we've been involved in network marketing, things of that sort for a long time. We believe in building multiple streams of income. So we're determined we're not going to be among that 99%. Merlene and myself, we're not going to be for long. I can assure you that. I will not rest until I'm at near part of that 1%. Not so much to help myself and my family. Yes, that's going to happen. But we're going to also help more people in her country, in the Philippines. And we're going to help some more people around the world. We simply have to. We simply have to. Okay, folks, I'm pretty much done for my half an hour now. I'd like to thank you all for reporting to me about a half an hour later, because I did send a notice out to people, and I hope that most of you got it. That'll be a half an hour start. I would start a half an hour early, which I did. And like I said before, that could happen again during this time of year. It happened last year this time. So it's nothing new. People that have been with me through my year-over-year time broadcast. I'll be here for tomorrow for my 432nd broadcast tomorrow. And is Thursday. So, folks, let's keep hope alive in TBC and let us not limit ourselves. Okay? Not in your life. Don't limit yourself, but keep it under control. When I don't, like, again, I'm gonna make that a comment again. I'm not trying to say you become limitless and to the point where you're not controlling it. But I'm saying make sure you take the shackles off your legs and your arms, and let's make this TBC something huge, where people will say, "Wow, this is the only organ that's geared towards helping mankind, our humanity. They're promoting abundance for all. I've never seen anything like that before." That's what people be saying about us. Okay? All right, folks. Anyone else got any questions about anything? Looks like we all good. Okay, folks. I want to thank all of you for being here. Thank you. Although you may not see Merlene in the chat, I know she's there. And you might, like I said before, thank you so much, sweetheart, for always being watching me. Thank you so much, Caitlin and Caitlin, adults, and my family in Florida that's with them. And thank you all for watching. Thank you for the live broadcast. Thank you so much. All right, folks. I will see you all tomorrow. And with that said, peace, everybody.